Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Your host, Flywheels, back with another affordable group break coming to you on the 5th of December, first break of the new month. And we're going to hopefully spread a little holiday cheer with 2 mega boxes and 2 ornaments of 2025 Topps Holiday. I know some of you guys are in the trenches with me ripping a advent calendar, and I've enjoyed seeing what everybody else is getting thus far. Thanks for stopping by, guys. We'll go ahead and get started. I do apologize then the time that. Anywho, yeah. So 2 holidays, 2 ornaments. We'll start with the ornaments, and then we'll get to the mega boxes. I've opened several of these. I've only got 1 numbered card thus far, so maybe our luck will be a little bit better tonight. But this is I'm having more fun putting the set together this year than in years past. I don't know why, but I am. So grabbed 2 of these, and I had to do a double take because I grabbed one the other day, and there was no plastic wrap on there. Someone had taken the wrap off, and I can only imagine that they also went inside the tin and did something unscrupulous. So I had to pay a little extra close attention to make sure that these had not been violated. Wow, the whole set out of 7 tens. I haven't even. I may have bought that many, but I don't think I haven't. No, I've bought 6, not counting these, but I haven't collated anything yet. Though I do. Kudos to Topps for putting this piece of cardboard around the pack of cards this year. I feel like they've done better since they started doing these tins. I feel like they've done a better job. Okay, so we are going to take the good stuff, put it at the back. Uh-oh, we got something good in here. So let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to move this camera down a little bit. Instead of having it so high up, this way hopefully you can see the cards better. All right, we got a Ketel Marte for the Diamondbacks. Oh, by the way, we did fill out the break. I was a little late updating the post, but we did fill out this break kind of at the last minute. So I appreciate it, guys. I really do. Ketel Marte for the Diamondbacks, Royce Lewis for the Twins, Ceddanne Rafaela for the Sox, Luis Arias for the Padres, Jace Jung, Tigers, Vladdy for the Jays, Bobby Witt Jr., Royals, Spencer Strider for the Braves, Sandy Alcantara, Marlins, Giancarlo Stanton, Yankees, Adrian Del Castillo, the D-backs, Pete Alonso, Mets, Alec Burleson, Cardinals, Andrew Benintendi, White Sox, Randy Arozarena, Mariners, Alex Bregman, Red Sox, Manny Machado, Padres, Kobe Mayo for the Orioles, Brian Reynolds, Pirates, Gunnar Henderson, Orioles, Andrew McCutchen, Pirates, Jordan Lawler, D-backs, Mark Vientos, Mets, Caden Dana, Angels, David Festa, Twins, Wyatt Langford, Rangers, Johanski Noel, Guardians. Kumar Rocker, Rangers. Reese Hines, Reds. Mason Wynn, Cardinals. Hunter Green, Reds. J. Rod, Mariners. Kevin Alcantara, Cubs. Jung-Hoo Lee, Giants. Nacho Alvarez for the Braves. I think that's the first one I've got of him. Matt Strom for Philly. Jacob Wilson for the A's. Grant McCray for the Giants. Walker Buehler, Sox. Fernando Tatis Jr. for the Padres. Colton Cowser, Orioles. O'Neill Cruz, Pirates. Zach Gallen, D-backs. Francisco Lindor, Mets. Zach Neto, Angels. Brooks Lee, Twins. Austin Hayes, Reds. Thomas Sagassi, Cardinals. William Contreras for the Brew Crew. Marcus Semien, Rangers. And we got an ornament. Got a Ellie De La Cruz. Reminds me of old Pacific cards. Our Holiday Lights parallels, nice. We got a Shohei. Got a Michael Harris II for the Braves. We got a Gunnar Henderson for the Orioles. Kutch for the Pirates. And if I separated them right, this would be the holiday short print, but I don't see anything that looks different on that. Nope. I did it wrong. That's just a regular Judge. There's our short print, Mike Trout with the Holiday Lights Garland necklace. Cool. And the other two Christmas light parallels, Adolis Garcia for the Rangers and Hyun-Sung Kim for the Dodgers. So pretty nice. I may have pulled an ornament die cut. All right. Hey, Larry joined us. How plentiful has holiday been in your neck of the woods, guys? I initially only had one ornament and one mega box, and I've had them for probably a month. I found them pretty early. But then as it seemed like the stock got better, I grabbed another holiday box or mega box and another 10 for us to rip. Johnny, yes, the orange bronze colored holiday lights are one in every or they're exclusive to the ornaments. The ends. Meyer has a bunch. Yeah, I've seen them at my local Walmart pretty frequently now. It's so tempting to pick one up every time I see them, but I know now if I buy them, I'm mostly getting dupes. All righty, let's go. We got Ian Happ to start us off for the Cubs, Willie Adames for the Giants, Jordan Westberg, Orioles, Nick York, Pirates, Spencer Schwallenbach for the Braves, Trey Turner, Philly, Shea Langoliers for the A's. There's another Judge, Ketel Marte, another Royce Lewis, Rafaela, Arias, Jung. So a lot of the same collation. Dansby Swanson for the Cubs, Heliot Ramos for the Giants, Tristan Casas, Red Sox. Xander Bogaerts for the Padres. Mason Miller, Athletics. Will Warren, Yankees. Corbin Carroll for the D-backs. Carlos Correa, Twins. Seiya Suzuki, Cubs. Hayden Birdsong, Giants. Emmanuel Clace for the Guardians. Junior Caminero for the Rays. Jack Flaherty, Tigers. Johanski Noel, Guardians. Kumar Rocker, Rangers. Reese Hines, Mason Wynn, Hunter Green, J-Rod, Alcantara, Jung-Hoo Lee, Nacho Strom, Jacob Wilson, Juan Soto. All those were dupes. Nolan, Chanel, I think that's how I pronounce it. Angels. Dylan Cease, Padres. There's a regular Mike Trout. Sal Frelick for the Brewers. We got Acuna, Bryce Harper for Philly, Garrett Crochet, Sox, Jackson Merrill, Padres, Sean Burke for the White Sox, Tyler Locklear for the Mariners, Stephen Kwan for the Guardians, Shane McClanahan for the Rays, Christian Walker, Astros, James Wood for the Nationals. And then we get into the parallels. We have Stephen Kwan for the Cardinals, Shane McClanahan for the Rays, Mookie Betts for the Dodgers, Ozzie Albies for the Braves. And, dang, look, we got two of the same SP. And in the Blues, we have a Bo Bichette and Chase Dolander. The Rockies. So that's crazy. We got two of the same short print. Yeah, I'll try to get my stuff. And Andrew, I'll try to get my stuff collated as soon as possible. I'm going to attempt to brush off the dust from my card blog this weekend and post a box break review of the new 2025 Ginter. I did not order one for us to break. But most of y'all know that is a product. One of the few sets that I still build every year. And I bought myself one box. Haven't had a chance. I mean, I've ripped it, but I've got some thoughts this year. I mean, I've got thoughts every year, but I've got some thoughts this year. So if I can put fingers to keyboard, I'm going to try and do a box break review and get that up on the blog. I haven't touched the blog in so long. It'll be good for that. But I'll probably post either copy it and paste it into Facebook or provide a link to social media if you are not familiar with the old semi-dormant blog. All right, I forgot. We got the box loader, the larger die-cut ornament cards in these. And out of the first box, we have another stinking Dodger. Hyun-Soo Kim. These make it interesting shipping these to you guys so they don't get damaged. All righty, well, let's get ripping. Oh, right off the bat, we got a Trey Turner short print. Got the little hat there. Austin Hayes for the Reds. Thomas Sagis and Cardinals. There's another Contreras, another Marcus Semien, another Ha-Seong Kim, Paul Skeens, that's the first one for the Pirates, Brent Rooker for the A's, Ben Rice for the Yankees, and Taylor Ward, Angels. So I'm going to slide the camera back down just a smidge, give me some more room to work. How is the view tonight? Is this too up close? Get too much of my big fingers in the picture, or is this work better? For the Dodgers, Blake Snell, Tarek Skubal. For the Tigers, Leo Jimenez. For the Jays, with Tovar for the Rockies, Dustin Harris, Rangers, Zebby Matthews for the Twins, Chris Bryant for the Rockies, Corey Seager for the Rangers, and Zach DeZenzo, the Astros, and we got us a silver glitter Garrett Crochet for the Red Sox. Forgot about those parallels. Johnny says, I don't know the last time I bought cards since teaching. I don't even drive by Walmart anymore. It's not bad. Yeah, see, I drive past a whole bunch of places. Though I really don't buy much modern stuff anymore. I bought a bunch of fat packs of Series 2, but I haven't even touched Update, and I probably won't. If I knew Topps would make a matching binder like they did for Series 1, if they did it for Series 2 and or Update, I probably would buy more. But yeah, just haven't been feeling it. Been ripping Magic Gathering Spider-Man cards just to get my pack fix. Shane Bieber for the Guardians, Yandy Diaz for the Rays, Yamamoto for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez for the Dodgers, Zach Veen for Rockies, Geraldo Perdomo for the Diamondbacks, Salvador Perez for the Royals, Yusi Kikuchi for the Angels, Marcelo Mayer for the Red Sox, and we got a blue glitter, Vinny Pasquantino. There is a little bit of damage up here to this corner. It's got a slight bend to the card. I guess from manufacturing, came out of the pack that way, but nonetheless, blue glitter parallel. Yeah, Dustin, I have Allen Ginter. I've already ripped it. I have not bought one for the group. As a matter of fact, we're going to talk about this. I'll show you what we're going to be breaking the next 2 weeks, and then that's going to call it. I'm going to call it for the year. But unfortunately, I did not grab Ginter for the group. I really wasn't sure if that would be something that y'all would want to do. There's a lot of polarizing opinions about Ginter, so I apologize. I probably should have, but I did not this year. Luke Keshaw for the Twins, Corbin Burns, Diamondbacks, Luis Angel Acuna for the Mets. I always have a hard time saying his name. Lawrence Butler, A's, Jazz Chisholm, Yankees, Christian Campbell for the Sox. And look at this. We got us a hit. We got a relic. Fernando Tatis game used memorabilia. And that is a brown piece of jersey. These are not numbered, but there you go. And then another silver foil or silver glitter, whatever, Zach DeZenzo for the Astros. So, hey, Padres, that's you, Andrew. I don't think those are guaranteed. I know the basketball holiday mega boxes, you're guaranteed to get a relic, but I don't think the baseball is guaranteed. At least if it is, it's not clearly marked. Jackson holiday for the Orioles, Dylan Cease. Padres, Drew Thorpe. White Sox, Ryan Bliss. Mariners, Adele Amador. Rockies, Augustin Ramirez for the Fish. Cal O'Reilly, Big Dumper himself. Mariners, Ian Happ, Cubbies. William Adonez, Giants, and a blue glitter, Tristan Casas. So we have a light blue, we have a holographic blue, and then silvers, but none of them are numbered. My first Series 2 pack that I bought this year was when I was at Fenway this summer. Paid way too much for it, but I was excited and I wanted something to rip. And I bought a handful, and then after that, I never bought anymore. Jacob deGrom of the Rangers, Jordan Alvarez for the Astros, Dylan Cruz, Nationals, Clayton Kershaw, Dodgers, Kyle Tucker, Cubs, Jordan Westburg, Orioles, Nick York, Pirates, Miller Schwallenbach for the Braves, Trey Turner for Philly, and a silver glitter Jackson Merrill for the aforementioned Padres. Well, I do appreciate the support, Andrew. Oh my gosh, our third Trout short print. That's crazy. Jackson Chourio, Milwaukee. Wyatt Langford. We got a Noel, Rocker, Hines, Langoliers, Judge, Marte, and Royce Lewis. I believe we've seen all of those. Yeah, short print. Short print my foot. Mason Wynn, Hunter Green, J-Rod, Alcantara, Jung-Hoo Lee, Rafaela, Arias, Jung, Vladdy, and a silver glitter Geraldo Perdomo. Nacho Alvarez, Matt Strom, Jacob Wilson, Juan Soto, Chanel, Bobby Witt, Strider, Alcantara, Giancarlo Stanton, and a backwards crochet. Why is this one brown? Someone who's opened more of this, tell me. Why is the back a different color? Let's see. The code ends in 528, and the other one's in 526. So it's a short print of some kind, but can anybody identify it? I don't see anything that's blatantly obvious on the front. I think we've got a crochet. I guess I could compare it to. Yeah. All the other ones have the same yellow or blue or black. So I don't know. Anybody have an idea? Christmas parallel, but how so? Okay, so here's the silver we pulled earlier. Cookie in the left corner on the back. Yeah, I did see that. So that's the only difference. Okay. So what's that parallel called? Is it the holiday cookie? That's kind of pushing it for me in terms of creativity. All right, last pack of this first mega box. We got a Buxton, we got a Matt Olson, Zach Wheeler for Philly, Chris Sale for the Braves, JT Realmuto for Philly, Adrian Del Castillo for the D-backs, Pete Alonso, Tyler Soderstrom, Jason Dominguez for the Yankees, and a White Sox Sean Burke silver glitter parallel. On to box 2. Oh, and it's the same ornament. Come on. And I bought these from a month apart from 2 different locations, and we get the same stinking ornament. Here's all of our packs. Gotta get my fix. All right. Final box. Kikuchi, Mayer, Campbell, Ramirez, Raleigh, Kim, Snail, Scobal, Jimenez. Do the do. The zero sugar do. It's the only do I can do. All right, we got a Dylan Cruz, quote unquote, short print. Ian Happ, Jordan Westberg, Nick York, Swallenbeck, Turner, Tovar, Harris, Bieber, Diaz. If we get another Mike Trout necklace short print, I'm going to scream. Langoliers, Judge, Marte, Lewis, Rafaela, Yamamoto, Hernandez, Veen, and Keyshaw, or something like that. Arias, Jung, Vladdy, Bobby Witt, Strider, Burns, Cunha, Butler, Chisholm, and another Christmas cookie, Corey Seager. Alcantara, Stanton, Del Castillo, Alonso, Soderstrom, Holiday, Cease, Thorpe, Bliss, Amador, and DeGrom. Dominguez, Justin Henry Malloy for Tigers. I think that might be the first of him. Evan Carter, Rangers. Cole Reagans for the Royals. Tomoyuki Sugano for the Orioles. Jordan Alvarez, Dylan Cruz, and we got a Shohei. This is a Dodgers night. Blue Shohei. Rick is doing well in the Dodgers department tonight. Speaking of Dodgers, there's Sasaki and Unotani and a Betts. Jeez. Albies. Another Dodger. Kershaw. Kyle Tucker. Churio. Langford. Oh, hold the phone. Look at that. A James Wood sticker auto. Was not expecting that. 18 of 50. 18 of 50. And Andrew, you were just supporting the cause, and you got a freaking nice hit. And we also got a Jordan Westberg silver glitter. We can't forget about Jordan. Holy schnot. Let's see. Hey, Colby, do a random giveaway for that Dylan Cruz Santa Hat SP. I have 2 of that one already. Okay. We can do that. All right, we're done. Good night. Wow. Whoops. 3 packs to go. And then we'll do a recap. And then we'll talk about the next 2 weeks. All righty. Rhett Lauder. Nolan Arenado. Trey Sweeney for the Tigers. Anthony Santander. Jays. Willie Adames. Noel. Rocker. Hines. Wynn. And okay, that's a good one. The hollow blue glitter Luis Arias. Mason Miller, Will Warren for the Yankees, Corbin Carroll, Correa, Suzuki, Green, J-Rod, Alcantara, Lee, and a Drew Thorpe silver glitter for the Sox, White Sox specifically. And our final pack. Birdsong, Kloss, Caminero, Flaherty, Martinez, Nacho, Strom, Wilson, Soto, and another Christmas cookie, Gunnar Henderson for the Orioles. Just kind of what my mat looks like here. Oh, we had this one stuck to the bottom. Jackson Holiday silver foil glitter or whatever. I don't know how I missed that. I'm just going to say this is all base. There's all the base cards, so I feel like we did pretty good. Let's see. Silver parallels first, the glitters. Jackson Holiday, Drew Thorpe, Jordan Westberg, Sean Burke, Garrett Crochet, Geraldo Perdomo, Jackson Merrill, and Zach DeZenzo. I'll get all those sleeved up here. The light blue parallels, we got an Otani and Pasquantino. And then the holographic blue, or whatever they're called, Tristan Casas and Luis Arias. Over to the holiday light parallels from the 10s, Quan, McClanahan, Betts, Albies, Otani, Michael Harris, Gunnar Henderson, and Kutch. The blue ones, we have Bichette, Dolander, Garcia, and Kim. Christmas cookie, we have Henderson, Seager, and Crochet. And then the other parallels, we have Dylan Cruz, which apparently we'll be doing a random drawing for this since Andrew already has it. We had a Trey Turner, but then we got 3 of the darn Mike Trouts. So we got a brown jersey relic of Tatis from the first box. And then from the first holiday 10, we got an ornament of Ellie De La Cruz. Our box loaders happen to be the same. So we have 2 Hyasong Kims. And then, of course, the nice hit of the night comes kind of a sloppy signature, especially after the Andrew Jones signature. Larry was sharing with me that he just picked up. Beautiful signature. Not so much for James Woods, but still a nice card. So, and low numbered, 18/50. So, congratulations. Yeah, not a bad break overall. I was really not expecting any hits or anything like that. So, I will do some sleeving. I haven't really been scanning stuff for recap posts, but I'll definitely scan in that auto and add it to trading card database if nothing else. So, but some good stuff. Good stuff. This was fun. Fun break. Appreciate y'all sticking around. All right, so we got. I was looking at the calendar today, and let's see. Next Friday is the 12th, and then we have the 19th, and then we have the 26th. But that's too close to the holidays. So I figured we're going to double up next week. We're going to do 2 products next week, 2 baseball products. They will be separate signups. Though I may change up the format and go to cut the number of slots in half, and where you claim one team and we have 15 slots, and then once those 15 are full, we'll take the teams that are unclaimed, and then we'll randomly assign those. So you'll be getting 2 teams for one price, one that you choose, one that is random. I may go that route just because we're doing some mid-90s stuff, and I just don't know, the main teams will sell, but then we always have the teams that are slow movers. So I may just to kind of make sure I don't lose my shirt. I might change that up for this last week. So let me get those and I'll show you. So for starters, we're going to do, I've got a box of 1994. My exposure to the Bowman brand. I heard about 92 and 93 with all the rookies and all that. Remember reading about it in Beckett, but I didn't really have an LCS near me. I was buying my cards from grocery stores, from drugstores, from gas stations, wherever I could find packs. But 94 Bowman was my exposure, and stupid little fun story. I was on a youth retreat with my church, and wherever we stopped for lunch, there was and I don't know why I remember this, and I don't know why this pet store carried baseball cards, but there was a pet store, a legit pet store, but they sold packs of baseball cards, and they had 94 Bowman. So that was where I bought my first Bowman pack, and I've always been partial to this set. The rookie crop is, obviously it's not as good as 92 or 93 or 95, but 24 packs. Hopefully they're not bricked. I did get this from my little honey hole, and usually I've got pretty good luck with their stuff. So this will be one box for next week. And then we'll move up a year and we'll do 1995 Score Summit, which I believe this was the first year. Was it this the one and done, first and only year? Score Summit, really clean design, thicker cardstock, white backgrounds. I like this set. The nth degree parallel set look really sharp. And then there are 3 inserts, New Bang 21, or excuse me, New Bang. I'm combining the names. New Age, Big Bang, and 21 Club. There are 24 packs in this as well. And I won't lie, I really needed the box to make a binder, cover and a binder spine, because one of my goals is to hand collate as many of the 1995 releases as possible. And typically I use these boxes to make a binder spine and a cover. So I really needed this. It's going to be hard for me to, normally I would use the side of the box or whatever, but I've got the set, since it's a small set, in a 1-inch binder. So I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work, but nonetheless, pretty cool set. Hopefully there'll be enough of you that are interested in this as well. And so we will do the 94 Bowman and the 95 Summit next week. One break, but 2 different signups. So that way, if you're interested in one and not the other, you don't have to worry about it. 2 different signups. And then the final week, for the final break for the year, for the month, we're gonna finish with football. We'll be getting close to the end of the NFL season by this time, which has been a very interesting season. And we're going to rip something that I just got my first card the other day. We're going to rip 2, whatever Topps is, these boxes, mega boxes, whatever. of 2024 Resurgence football. I think this is the second year of this brand. Not licensed at this time, fully licensed, but there's some beautiful cards in this. So I'm not the biggest football fan, but I like to have a little bit of varied product, and I did take advantage of some holiday sales to get these, because otherwise I probably would have never touched these, because I feel like they're overpriced. But I got them for a decent amount, and I debated whether I do one or two. So, but yeah, look these up. I'm trying to see. If I have a card handy real quick. Okay, yeah, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. Okay, so 2024 was the first year of Resurgence, because this is 2025. I kind of like 2024's design better. So this is the design of 2024 Resurgence, if you have not seen it. This just happens to be a refractor, but there are exclusive parallels to these. They're like orange and blue or something. So if if you're chasing a rainbow, there's plenty to chase and do. There's the card back. Pretty clean design. Anywho, do your research to find out what team you'll want. We'll do the same thing where you'll pick a team, and then you'll get one randomly assigned based on the unclaimed teams. So this will finish it out. So this will be the Friday before Christmas. What did I say? The 18th or 19th, whatever that is. So that's going to finish it out. 2 baseball products next week. Finish it up with some football. And then I'm going to take a couple of weeks off to enjoy the holidays, spend some time with the family. I would hope everyone is going to, have similar plans. But, if I can come up with something else to show my appreciation, I will. But this is kind of what I have planned at the moment for you guys. So thank you for hanging out with me and for supporting me again this year. I think that'll do it. Y'all have a great weekend. And if you're curious, check my social media for a link, or if you still have my old blog, cardboardcollections.blogspot.com. If you can visit that hopefully sometime this weekend, and kind of check out a review of 2025 Ginter that just hit this week. And then on this same YouTube channel, maybe Sunday night or first of next week, I might have a comics pickup video, because I'm going to hit a comic show in Charlotte on Sunday, which is good because the Panthers have a bye, so I don't have to worry about missing a game. But busy weekend. Y'all have a great weekend yourself, and we'll catch you back here next week with some mid-90s baseball fun. So be on the lookout. That break, or that sign up, will probably go up on Tuesday. But if you need anything in between, let me know, and we'll see you then. Thanks, guys.